It's your boy Renegon saying Seiji. I'm about to give you a what if video. What if Naruto was neglected and Kaguya-san? So this video was requested by some of you. So if you want me to upload a video which you came up with the title, just comment down below and I'll do it for you. So here we're expecting Kaguya to raise Naruto as our own after Kushina and Minato were killed by shinobis and ninjas when they were after Naruto. She was curious of the amount of chakra which was inside of Naruto. So let's hop into the intro and
Copy, you're never gonna stop me. Sloppy, you really think you got me? Cocky ninjutsu I embody. I'm the copy ninja, call me Hadake Kakashi. Hailing for Konoha, shit, running far quicker and hitting your various body parts, stopping you from the start, piercing you through the heart, pulling my headband. You see my Sharingan, like lightning, I'm striking your front, and I'm liking the feeling of ever igniting. I'm lighting you up in your.
what's up guys, so that was it for the introduction. So let's all be into the video. And today's video will be a little bit off because I'm recording on a phone. So what if Naruto was neglected and Kaguya-san part 1? So don't forget to drop a comment of a title which you want me to make. So it's only available for 7 days. I'll be making your request, guys. So let's hop into the video. So we all know that Naruto was born in the middle of the war when the Nine Tails was attacking the hidden village and there was a ninja war going on again. So the Nine Tails were still within Naruto, and Naruto, because he was very strong, and Minato knew that because it was his son. So he believed in him, but in the other hand he hated him because of how he would tarnish the name of the Uzumaki clan in the to the villagers. So Naruto then suddenly started crying and crying and crying and crying. Started Kushina thought it was just him heading from the chakra of the Nine Tails. Instead of that, he was sensing danger. He had people coming by. He sensed the chakra of people. Suddenly people and shinobis came by, and Minato had them when they were 60 foot away. So Minato said we must go. Kushina then started arguing with Minato, and Minato told her that there are people coming here and they will kill Naruto if they found him, so they must start running right now. So suddenly Kushina and Minato picked up Naruto and ran. Suddenly they bumped into the villagers, and the villagers said, "Give us the child, Hokage." Then the Hokage said, "Over my dead body, or if you want to be dead, continue doing what you're doing." Suddenly the ninjas and the shinobi arrived, trying to kill Naruto because it wrecked their home. Minato said, "If you want to duel, I can duel you, and I can kill you while I'm alone." Suddenly, because they had the tale of how he ended the ninja war all alone, they held back and let them go. So when they were running and Minato didn't look back, suddenly one of the shinobi threw a blade and it missed. So it hit a tree, carried a tree down. So when Minato looked behind, he turned and another blade was coming and he chopped off his right hand and he fell down. So and there were konohas which were thrown, 5 of them, and hit Minato on the back until he died because of the pain and bleeding out. He lost a lot of blood. So Kushina started crying and running, and she harnessed a amount of chakra which was transferred to her while she was after giving birth, because if then the Jijuwiki or the tail beast, she doesn't get the amount of chakra or a small amount of chakra after she given birth, she would die. So she used the amount of chakra which was transferred to her last time after she gave birth, and She fought the shinobis until she killed 3 of them and left some which ran away until they catched up to her. And when they catched up to her, she ran and ran and ran, and they lost her. Suddenly, because she was tired and she had no more chakra to keep her alive, she fell down and fell on a rock, and she was bleeding too again. And in her eyes, she can see that she's dying, and you can see that she's dying, she's fading. So Naruto started crying because he cannot sense any more chakra on his mother. So Naruto started crying and crying and crying and crying. The shinobis, because they didn't know where he was crying from, another lady which had long hair, which was beautiful and beautiful eyes, and she had another eye in the middle, which it was red, and she had long horns which were perfect to her. So she went and started looking for this baby which was crying, and suddenly she found that it was a child, and this child was crying because he had no one close to him, because she could see that this person was killed because she had no chakra, Kushina. So when Kaguya was walking, she found another man laying down without no arm and Konoha is on his back stepped. So she guessed that it's his father, the fourth Hokage. She said, the fourth Hokage? How come can he be dead? Suddenly she saw that he was stabbed in the back without him looking. So she understood that. Then she said, oh, now I see how you look. Now you look alike with him. So is your daddy, huh? Then Naruto started saying Gugu Gaga. And Kaguya took Naruto. When she was walking, the shinobi stopped by and said, give us the child, woman. Then Kaguya said, why should I do that? You killed both of his family. So what's the point of me giving you the child to finish him? Then the shinobi started fighting Kaguya, but because Kaguya was far much greater and had a greater strength, she fought them all until the backup of ninjas came, and she said, if you want to be dead, just come and try to do what you want to do. Suddenly she walked until she gets home, and she was very curious of how Naruto could have this much chakra inside of him. So Kaguya raised Naruto as her own child until he was 8 years old, and she decided to train him herself and fight him all the time if she had time. So Naruto was adapting very very fast, and she could see that this boy, if she keeps training him, someday he can be Naruto, Naruto the god of jutsus, so and techniques. So Kaguya taught him all of her techniques, and she unlocked most of his abilities that she could see with him. Suddenly another ability or another strength appear, a greenish iron ice. And she didn't expect that, because none of the Uzumaki and Namikaze clan have a dojutsu, not at all. So she wondered and thought to herself, how come can this boy unlock these eyes? Suddenly she remembered that, oh, this boy has the 9 cells within him and amount of chakra which is his own. So now I get it. There's no more questioning. So Kaguya said, I could train you with this eye. I can train those eyes for you. So suddenly Kaguya started fighting Naruto so that Naruto could have a clear vision. So that Naruto could see and copy Kaguya's jutsu. Suddenly Naruto did that exactly how Kaguya would predicted it. So Kaguya was very amazed on how Naruto could learn fast and how he could do things on his own mostly. So Kaguya knew that this boy was very special. She didn't know how to tell him that his parents were murdered by villagers, but she just said, "Your parents dropped you by here so that I can protect you until they came back." So Naruto believed that, and he kept living with Kaguya, and suddenly he got the hot for her. So Kaguya didn't notice that, but Naruto kept training so that he could be the one day to protect Kaguya, because he could see that she was lonely and she had no one. Her son was now a god, and her husband, he was a god too. So mostly Kaguya would just go and train and look at the views mostly and meditate. So one day Kaguya was out. Suddenly Naruto went out too, but she told him not to go out until it was safe for him to go, when he had harnessed the amount of power which he could defend himself. Suddenly one of the villagers saw Naruto, but because Naruto was far more advanced in strength and techniques, Naruto just used a substitution jutsu and went back home and told all to Kaguya what he had done. So Kaguya was very impressed on how Naruto handled the situation all by himself. So Kaguya told Naruto that he could do anything he wants. So now he is a grown up because he had the strength to protect himself. So suddenly Kaguya then realized that, hey, this boy has many talents, so I'll keep training this boy until I can see if he can become something far more strong than Madara Uchiha. So guys, this is it for me. I'm going to leave the story right here. If you want part 2, just comment down below and I'll give it to you. Ciao guys, don't forget to drop me your title down below so that I can make it for you.